So often, a lot of people have asked, how do they maximize a mentoring relationship? Because the truth of the matter is that it is one thing to have a mentor, it's another thing for you to be mentored. If I usually ask questions from people who said, are you being mentored and how are you being mentored? Because if you don't have a strategy, if you're not intentional about your mentoring, you might not be able to get the best out of the mentoring relationship. I have been mentored and I am being mentored, and I can tell you that mentoring has actually elevated my life a lot. It has made me a better person, made me a brighter person, made me a bigger person. Mentoring made me bigger on the inside, and then it shows on the outside. So what it is that helps you to build or to get the best of a mentoring relation, the first thing is that you need to clarify expectations. You need to know what you want from the mentoring relationship. See, when the purpose of a thing is not known, it is said that it will become abused. That's the truth. That's the same thing with mentoring. If you don't know why you are in the mentoring relationship, if you don't know the expectations that you want to have in that mentoring relationship, you might abuse it, or even the mentor might abuse it because there are no expectations that have been clarified. The second thing is you must have respect for the mentor. See, if you don't respect a mentor, you will not be able to draw as much as you need to draw from that person. So respect is very critical. I expect the mentor to respect you, but I think that your respect for the mentor must be on the high side. If you can't respect the person, then I don't think the person should be mentoring you. The third thing is, and take this is serious. When you get into a mentoring relationship, learn to ask questions. See, one of the things I say to people is that when you meet a mentor, when you meet greatness, that's not the time to speak. That's the time to ask questions. Why do you ask questions? Because you want to get answers. See, the questions you ask will determine the kind of answers that you get. You know, my mentor John C. Maxwell wrote a book. I think the title is Good Leaders Ask Great Questions. Great Leaders Ask Good Questions. I'm not too sure now, but that's fantastic. He asked questions. I remember John telling us the story of how he met his mentor, who also is John. And he said when he went to him, he took questions. And by the time they were talking, he said, I've got a lot of questions. So he opened page after page, and then the man was answering the questions. He learned a lot because he had questions. So what questions would you want to have in the presence of a mentor? How did they do what they do? See, sometimes when we get to before a mentor, you want to gain their support and get things from them. But what you really need is the method that helped them to achieve what they achieved. So you've got to have your questions. And then, of course, the fourth thing I want to share with you is that you need to give feedback. See, when you come back to the mentor, you've got to give them feedback. This is what you said, this is what I did. This is what you said, this is what I tried. When you give them feedback, first, they are happy, they are glad that you are not just listening to them, or you're not just coming to take information from them, you are putting it into action. One of the things I like to say is that the goal of learning is not for learning, the goal of knowledge is not knowledge, the goal of knowledge is action. So the fifth one ties into that. And how, what's the fifth thing? If you want to gain the best of a mentoring relationship, reward your mentor. Reward your mentor. And I know you are wondering, how am I going to reward my mentor? Is it monetary reward, material reward? No, that's not what I'm talking about. Reward your mentor by the progress that you are making. See, when someone is mentoring you and you are making progress, that is the reward they want. That's the best return that a mentor can get from you. That you are taking the information that they are sharing with you, you are observing them, and you are putting to practice whatever it is that you are seeing in their life, and they are seeing you grow, they are seeing you get better. It means that the investment of their time is not wasted because you are taking something out of it. So, anytime you get into a mentoring relationship, remember these critical points. Clarify expectation, respect your mentor, respect their time, respect the assets they give to you. Don't play with it. Ask questions, give feedback, and also learn to reward them by the progress that you are making. My name is Bisi Akande. I'm called the Inspirer, and I just want to add value to you. See you soon.